Let's talk about the ports a little bit. After all, we are the Ports Coalition. Environmental pollution like diesel pollution from trucks can be decreased or mitigated in a variety of ways with actions like using newer, less polluting trucks, enforcing anti-idling laws, and installing air filters in schools. The Port Authority adopted a policy to ban pre-1994 trucks by 2011. Hasn't done it yet, 2014. And all pre-2007 trucks by 2017 to reduce diesel pollution. The program is not being enforced. What will you do to force the Port Authority to reduce air pollution from port trucks and other port activities? Mr. Rock, I think you're up first.
Well, we have to engage the Port Authority about everything, right? So not only are they not doing what they're supposed to do in terms of the trucks, they're not hiring Newarkers, they're not giving us, we make less than 1% of the amount of money that they produce and business that they do, the billions of dollars that they do annually, they give us less than 1% of that. We need to begin to get more revenue from them, we need to get more jobs from them, and we need them to hold true to the promises that they made, even the impact study they did themselves and say that they're going to do something about clean air from Port Authority. We have to engage Port Authority directly, and when the mayor from Jersey City came, he immediately began to sue Port Authority for $400 million. We are going to have to go into Port Authority and begin to talk to them about not only the Port Authority lease agreements, the true-ups that we're supposed to take place every 4 to 5 years, about developing on their land that they refuse to develop, which means less money for Newarkers, and begin to send lawyers in there to audit completely how much money that they're making in the gross, and begin to talk to them about the impact that they have on pollution in the city. And if we need to, create a kind of ordinance about the land that's ours and the amount of pollution that comes out of that land, and they have to begin to pay us a fee every time that we go down there and inspect and find out that they are not holding true to what they said they were going to do.
Thank you, Mr. Jeffries.
It's going to be very important for the mayor to have a close partnership with the state. The state, whether it's our school system, where the majority of our budget comes from the state, whether it's the port, we got to have the mayor can have a close partnership so that we can address these issues. When it comes to enforcement of this ordinance about the banning of these old, dirty trucks, which again, we should be very clear, essentially are killing some number of Newarkers, right? When we have this amount of pollutants coming into the air, there was a higher rates of cancer, higher rates of asthma. This is an urgent public health issue. And so we're going to demand that they enforce that ordinance, and if they don't, we'll take them to court. Obviously, we prefer not to have to pursue that remedy because we need to partner with the state on in other areas, but we will use every tool available to us to make sure that we protect the health and that we protect the wellness of our people. And this, again, it spans more broadly the range of issues that we've been talking about today, not only for jobs for Newarkers, but also opportunities for Newark-based businesses to grow. The independent contractor piece is very important, is very connected to this as well, because many, when these truckers are viewed as independent contractors, they simply do not have the money in order to make these investments to modernize their trucking force. It's very expensive for an independent contractor to modernize these trucks so that they have the cleaner polluting mechanisms in place so you don't have as much pollution. So by forcing the shipping employers to treat these as employees and not as independent contractors, that's how these units will have the resources they need to modernize, along with the time that we're pushing the port to do what it can on its end as well.
Thanks to both of you gentlemen for answering the question. Thank you.